Hello, everyone. A couple of days ago, we started talking about brand best practice. I talk about brand awareness, planning, insight and targeting, brand safety. And yesterday, I talked about creative development. And today, I'm going to be putting all these things together, which is implementation of what we have learned so far. This is Ad Manager. Now, what I need to do is to create an ads, and you need to learn about what Facebook call customer journey. So if you don't know what customer journey is when it's come to Facebook, it's very hard to actually know what right objectives that you need to choose for your ad. So for example, if I click create now to get started, on the create you are going to have brand awareness, consideration and conversion. What does this mean? This is what Facebook call marketing objective or customer journey. So we have awareness. So on awareness, we have brand awareness and reach. Simply means this is good for business awareness. This is good for to reach as many as possible people in a very short while. Traffic. This is good for sending traffic to website. This is good for engagement like, comment. This is good for app install, videos, views, lead generation, message, conversion. Simply means if you run an ad for video views, what you will add is video views. You are not going to have a conversion. If you have any, it's just by the way. If you want to run an ad for engagement, what you have is like, comment and share. You will not have conversion. So well, then so if you want to make sales, okay, of a product or services, what you should be going for is conversion here. But basically, to get to know and aware that your product or services exist, that's why we have the brand awareness. Then people now begin to consider. So when you after your awareness, your brand registered into people's mind, and they begin to consider either to go for your product or services. We can run video views for that. Then after that, it's very easy for people to actually buy from you with conversion after they have trusted you. But for the purpose of this, to be running an ad that click to WhatsApp. So that's what I'm going to do. An ad that click to WhatsApp. I'm choosing the WhatsApp objective from message objectives. So and I have two creatives that I want to test for. So I want to see which one resonates with the audience well. So instead of just calling a message, and I will call this super chat, super charge, right? I'll call it super charge. So I'm going to split. So split is just to have different variation, and you can of your ad route of your creatives. So and you can test for creatives. That's the design. You can set text for if you have more than 2, 3, 4, 5 audience, and you can also text for placement, which one perform the but for the purpose of this, I want to test for creatives right now. I want to see which of the creative is more resonates with the audience. Then after some couple of days, I'll be able to pulse the one that did not actually resonate with the audience, that's not performing well. Again, I can have two sets of audience. I can have some audience categories of 25 to 35, another one 45 to 55. So I can see which one perform well. That's audience. I can also test for placement. Maybe I'm testing for Instagram, I'm testing for Facebook and other kinds of placement. But for the purpose of this, I'm going to be testing for creatives. So testing for creatives, here now, the next thing I'm going to do right away. So because I said I'm here now, I'm not running a message ad that goes to Facebook Messenger, but I'm running the one that goes to WhatsApp. So I'll select WhatsApp here. For you to run a WhatsApp, you need to have a WhatsApp ad that click to WhatsApp. You need to have a WhatsApp for business on your phone. So I add the WhatsApp for business. Then I will select the page that I want to use for the WhatsApp for business. So I'm using my page that I going to use for that, and I've already added my WhatsApp for business number here. So if you don't, you will need to add it here. They will send the code to your WhatsApp for business and to activate this, and that is very simple like that. So I'm testing for creatives, not audience and not placements. You can test for any one of these. So then before we get to that, so we use audience insight to actually research for our audience already. So I have a save audience which we did from Object Insight. If you remember, that should be day 7 or so. It's one of those so where we talk about audience insight. So here now under planning. So here now going for this audience. So this is one of the audience inside. So this ad is totally targeted women in Lagos, and in this area talk about Amuwodofin, First Town, where the event is going to take place, Satellite Town, and Surrey. Just Amuwodofin and its environment, and it's targeted with women between the age 25 and 35. Okay, not for men, it's actually for women. So we save this from the audience insight. So placement is very very good. First, we recommend that you use all the placement to actually have as many as possible reach. But as far as ads that actually click to WhatsApp concern, you'll be able to use Facebook feeds and Instagram feeds, not story. So, but in the case you don't want to use other, so as you can see, other insights and network and messenger is not available, because this is only one that is available for ads that clicks to Instagram. But I recommend you to use for auto for you to have more reach. So here now, so we can actually bid, and we can allow Facebook to choose for. So Facebook said if this ad is going to run for 4 days, so it's going to cost days 8,326 to run this ad for 4 days. So this event is holding on Sunday. So let's see how this is going to be. So it's going to cost 8,326 naira. So daily. So let's choose lifetime. So lifetime, Facebook saying this ad is going to cost this. So I can decide that okay, I want to spend 2K daily, 4 places. So let's say 8,000. Let's see what Facebook will give us here. Correct. So we have 8,000 naira here. Facebook is saying we should increase this budget so that we will not miss out of some. They recommend that this should be 80%. So running an ad is something again that you need to check and see how your ad is performing. So you don't actually need to do exactly, and you don't have to do too less, just a kind of in between. So for example, now if I calculate maybe what do I want to bid for, I can bid for how much Facebook should be charging to spend on the entire budget on that. So by replies, as this is a message ad, so it's going to be on reply. Like Facebook will aim to spend your entire budget and get the most reliable reply using the lowest bid. So I will check this again if it's also good. So if it's too high, there's a way I can actually change control the budget as well. So the schedule, so I'm running this out immediately, and 8,000 here. So let's see if I say 10,000 for this 4 days. If so, we have 68. Okay, so let's say this out. So at least 4 days is actually the minimum. So, but I want to allow the system to learn. I want to allow the system to learn. Let's say 5 days. Yeah. So the event is on Sunday. So I want to allow the system to actually learn from this, and we'll see how that goes. So here now I'll click. The budget for this ad is 10,000. Yeah. So though Facebook said let's see 20,000, still 74. Right. Facebook wanted to be 80 estimated text power, so that okay, not still yet, but 32, that will make it. No, 35. Remember, this is 5 days, right? So for 5 days, 35,000. Okay, so you can actually divide it by 5 days, and whatever you have, that is how much you're going to be spending by day. So I can decide to test this. By saying 10,000. So if this goes well, let me do 4 days. If this goes well as expected, I'll move it. If it doesn't get more response as expected, so I will simply increase the budget. But this, like I said, I'm testing this, so see how it goes. You can actually increase your budget to what it is at any time, but I want to check on that. So Facebook said we should use 80. We should make it as 80%. So this page on the Facebook, then I can also select the page on Instagram. So it simply means this is going to display on Instagram and Facebook. And I'm using single image, yeah, no video. So for the single image, so you can see that we are testing for two creatives, first one and the second one. So for the first creative, so I can just come here and add the images. So let's see. So for the images, I have two images. So I have this. So I have the one that is colored, and I have another one that is white and black. So I want to see the one that is resonate with people. So I will test this for like 3 days and watch out. So anyone that perform better, I will stop one and I will now um, continue with the rest. So basically, there's a lot of tests when it comes to running an ads on Facebook. So, and that's how it begins. Sometimes I do variation of 7 ads before you get the one that's actually work well. So you have this now, okay? You have this and the text. So I have the text that I want to use already. So I will click the text. So this is the text. So let's see how this is. So it's here. Then so chatting WhatsApp. So that is headline. So this is an ad that click to WhatsApp, send WhatsApp message. Yeah. So the reason why we have this send WhatsApp here is that most people still don't see this kind of a thing. You'll be shocked that you have some ads. You see some ads that people will put the amount. People will have the amount for training or something. On the comment section, you still see dude asking how much is it. So that's why we actually do this. So we have this first creative here, supercharge your business in 2020. Connect with customers directly, only 10 slots left. So simple as that. So don't want to add too much of that. So basically because of Instagram feed, so we don't want most of the information to be hidden on Instagram. So as you can see, the 10 slots is actually hiding here. Okay, so let's see. So I don't want the slot to be hiding, so let me move this out. So let's see if it's not going to be 10 slots. Chat in WhatsApp. Let's see how that look like. 10 slots left. Chat in WhatsApp. Yeah, correct. So because I actually want that 10 slot to display there. So let me go to Instagram here. This is implementation. Okay, correct. So Instagram, I would like all the copy to actually display, no one hidden. So I've checked for Instagram here and I've checked for Facebook, and we are good. So I'll go to the second test. Okay, so I'll go to the second test. The first one that I choose is actually the color. So the second one now. So you remember we are testing for 2 creatives. Yeah. So I can say change image. So I need to actually know. I think I choose the color first, so I'm choosing this now. Yeah. So then I can also check here. Should the case. I want to know the exact. Okay, this is actually white and black. So meaning the next one is colored, right? Yep. So I don't want to make that mistake. So I can click here now and say change image and say colored. All right, so we have two creatives. Um, we have two creatives, colored and yeah, it's already there. So this is already there. So there's some other content that I would like to add, which is not really important as that, because we want people to click to WhatsApp, which when they click to WhatsApp, they can ask all these question of where is the venue and others. So, but for let me just put it here because it's going to display on Facebook, but it's not going to display on Instagram. Yeah. So this won't show on Instagram, but it's going to display on Facebook. But it's too much for me. I don't like that. That is not nice for what I want. So let me add it on. So let me add it on additional description here. So you can go back to the first text media additional. Basically, people will get to the WhatsApp, and once they get to WhatsApp, they ask question and all that. So we have this. So both ads is set. So it's also very important to proofread again to see if this is right. So and once we are done with this, it's just to confirm and wait for approval. So after you have done so many things, like we're still talking about brand practice. So after you do brand awareness, which I've talked about, planning, targeting and insight, which also leads to others insight, creative development, so designing creative development yesterday, and now we did implementation. Then tomorrow I'm going to talk about measurement. Measurement simply means the traction that the ads will have had. So here now we have this already been scheduled but yet to be approved. Once it's been approved, Facebook is going to send a direct message to my Facebook Messenger as well as email. So I'm going to have a direct message on the notification, as well as a confirmation email on my email that the ad has not run. And if there's anything otherwise, Facebook is also going to send it, but I don't think there will be anything otherwise because I've tried as much as possible to make sure that image doesn't have too much text and all that thing. So this is how simple to run a Facebook ad that click through WhatsApp. So tomorrow we're going to be talking about measurement and we'll round up series on brand best practice, and we'll move on still on 365 days video challenge. Once again, my name is Yomo today. I'll talk to you tomorrow.